It's Durga Puja. The moment we think about Durga Puja, the goddess that comes to our mind is Devi Durga, who is the epitome of courage and power. Devi Durga, with all her power, she could free the world from the tyranny of the demon Mahishasur. But today, I'm here to share a lesser known story about another goddess who is also known as Gupta Gamini. So let's find out. Happy Dashera to all of you. So, welcome back to my channel, to my series of mystical mythology. So, here I am today to share a short story on Goddess Saraswati. When Lord Brahma started creating the universe, he realized that he was in utter chaos. He could not focus on his work. He wanted two things. He wanted peace and a knowledgeable partner. Hence, he spoke to himself that how about having a partner who is intelligent, wise, but quiet, and she had the knowledge of all the art and culture of the universe. Hence, as he spoke aloud, he could see a beautiful woman clad in white sari standing in front of him. She had four arms. She was holding a veena in two of her arms, a book of knowledge in her third arm, and a japamala in her fourth hand. Lord Brahma was very happy to see her, and he said, "O Devi, from today you will be called as Saraswati, Vagdevi, or Vani, which means the goddess of knowledge and communication." Hence, Lord Brahma and Saraswati, they resided in Satyalok or Brahmalok and were busy with their work. And time passed by. There was always a war between the gods and the asuras, and the asuras were defeated. So they started pondering upon that why they were being defeated every time, and they realized that it was the book of knowledge that Devi Saraswati had with her was helping the gods to win the battles. Hence, one day when Devi Saraswati was immersed in playing her veena, the asuras stealthily took away the book of knowledge and ran away. When Devi Saraswati realized about the foul play of the asuras, she was very angry, and using her divine power, she could track the asuras that they were on earth. She came down to earth. As she stood there, she thought to herself that I am not a goddess who's a warrior, or I don't possess any weapons with me, but using her knowledge and intelligence, she thought that how about flowing on earth as a river and drowning the asuras? Hence, Devi Saraswati took the form of a violent, fast flowing river and she gurgled down the valleys and she followed the asuras. Now, the asuras, when they realized that they were being followed by a very violent river, they started running with full speed. And while running, they decided that holding the book of knowledge and running was impossible. So what they did? They threw the book of knowledge on the banks of river Saraswati and wanted to save their lives first. And thus, Devi Saraswati, as she took the book of knowledge, she stopped flowing there. And she decided she had to go back to Satyalok. But the sages on earth, they got to know that Devi Saraswati has come down to earth. Hence they came and prayed to her that Devi, please stay back on earth. We really need you. Devi smiled and said that my work in Satyalok is more important. I have to help Lord Brahma with his creations. But since your prayers are so genuine, I would still prefer to flow down as River Saraswati, but for a short distance. And in Prayag, I would merge with River Ganga and River Yamuna. And that point is going to be called as Prayagraj. But beyond Prayagraj, I would not be visible. I would completely merge with Devi Ganga. So that's how the river Saraswati flows. And it is called as Gupta Gamini because at places, river Saraswati flows under the surface of the earth where we cannot know that she is flowing. So hence, this is a story which also reminds us that every woman has got Devi Saraswati as well as Devi Durga as well as Devi Parvati in her. As and when required, every woman can become Saraswati, can become Devi Durga, can become Devi Parvati. So with this, I remain here. I'll be coming back next week with another short story. Till then, bye bye.